Are you on? Can you see us? We had to create a new event. Sorry, guys. We'll wait for everybody to get back on. Hi, Miss Teresa. I miss you too. Okay, I think we're actually back on. So, you guys, we're so sorry. Our internet has just been bugging out, like, for a while, and we think it's going to get fixed this Saturday. So, I'm on my hotspot right now, so hopefully that'll get us through the show. But let's keep going. So, where were we at? We were talking about...
Last week's question.
Last week's question. That's right. See, that's why we brought Denise on. This is Denise, guys, if you missed it. She's our special guest tonight. So, last week's question was, do you like Star Trek, Star Wars, none of the above, or Red Dwarf? And why I say that order, I don't know, but there you go. So, the results from last week's question are, we had 4 people say they like Star Trek. We had 1 person say that they like Star Wars, and that was my cousin Ken, so I forgive you, Ken. We had 3 people say that they don't like anything, and nobody seemed to know what Red Dwarf is. So, and Miss Teresa says she likes all of the above. All of the above. So, all right, that was last week's question. This week's question is, what is your favorite fair food? The Iowa State Fair is today through...
It's usually 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So you get 3 weekends.
Yeah. So I hope everybody is getting a chance to go out there. I've never been, but I hear it's amazing. Iowans.
Tori and I like to go for the music.
Yeah.
The music and the
and
corn dogs.
Well, that's Tori's favorite.
Corn dogs. So I heard that the fair food is really. Do they really have
almost anything on a stick?
Fried butter.
Fried butter.
On
Yeah.
sticks, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds gross.
Because you're in Iowa. And when in Iowa, you have the butter cow and you have fried butter on a stick.
Butter. Tuesday Iowans too. So guys,
do not test your cholesterol.
Let us know what your favorite fair food is, and then we've got Steph. What do we have happen at the end of the month?
Well, we have another show. So Tori and I went last week and had a good time down in Williamsburg. Got to meet a whole bunch of new people that we didn't know before. So found out that the average age. Okay, so we had 50 people come the first day. 25 of those were above the age of 90 and into the 100s.
Yikes.
I was pretty darn amazed at that age range and that they were getting out just to come see quilts.
That's cool.
I was pretty excited. I was like, okay, so this is a long-lasting hobby, just so you know, as if you didn't know already. But anyway, we're going to another show. We are going to be in Hampton. Sorry, Eileen. Anyway,
see that mug.
We're going to be in Hampton the last weekend of this month. So that's the 28th. Yeah, 28th and 29th. And it's a Saturday and Sunday. And we will be up at the Franklin County Hospital. And we're going to be vending, and I don't know how many there are going to be. There are going to be several of us.
Yeah, there's going to be several. It's actually, as I'm understanding, it's actually a fundraiser. So there is a $10 admission fee, and I think they're probably going to be doing some raffles and other types of things there. So it's really...
We can take booths and things like that. Stuff to do. It's not just...
So definitely worth the trip. So it's in Hampton.
It'll be fun.
At the Franklin Wellness Center, and we'll be mentioning that every week leading up to it. So,
and it's only about 45 minutes from Story City, so if you guys need to know approximations,
it's not far.
I can tell you that my aunt and uncle live there.
So we also have in Story City a progressive dinner that is coming up September 1st. Mm-hmm. So that should be tasty, and that is tailgate food.
Tailgate food. So you never know what you're going to get, but it could be on a stick, just like it would be at the fair.
Depends on work. Yeah. So, I think we're planning on doing pretzels.
That is our plan.
We're going to do pretzels.
Bite-sized pretzels.
And they're pretty darn good. I've had some.
We've had a tester we had to test one. Tori helped me make it, and Eileen helped test them. And they were approved. They were approved.
I'm always good for food. So
the hard part is stopping.
It is true. That is true. So those are just some of the few things that are coming up. And again, guys, if you missed it, so today is the day we're going to reveal our Stella quilts from our Stripology Mixology pattern book that we used this beautiful contraption. So we're going to show off our quilts. If you guys did that, go ahead and post a picture of it in your in the comment feed. If you guys don't know how to do that or don't want to, just give us an emoji or a GIF. Is it a GIF? A GIF? GIF?
The GIF, whatever
You want to call it. I don't know what you call it. But give us one of those. Let us know that you are on board. And, oh, Lauren says Red Dwarf is underrated. Yes, girl. Oh, my gosh.
Trying to see if it was Lauren. The
You are awesome. I agree. Lauren Bush, all of the above. Look at you go.
It's pronounced like the peanut butter. It's okay.
Jif. Okay, so,
Okay,
all
you
right.
know it looks wrong.
So let's get started. Let's do our favorite things, guys. Denise, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing?
This wonderful Stripology ruler. I used it for our Stella quilt, and I also used it on a couple other projects since I had it, and I'm glad I bought it.
What makes it so amazing?
Being able to cut inch or inch and a half strips
Uh-huh.
and not move a straight ruler.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can
So
just hold it down and
Yeah.
do like all your strips.
Yeah.
And like for the Stella quilt, if you had your, is this up right? Okay. If you had your, your layer cake down here, it literally just tells you to put one corner here and then rotate it like this and then cut at the 6. It's that easy. So the other great thing, I'm gonna like keep going on this because I love this ruler too. Sorry. I'm gonna steal it
she
from her.
kidnapped your favorite.
So if you notice down at the bottom, you see the stars and the squares. So that is a quick indicator to you, and I'm going to look at the legend so I get it right, that at 1.5, the star tells you that that's a 1.5 inch cut, and the square tells you that that's a 2.5 inch cut. So when like you have to do all your binding strips and stuff like that, you could just look for the squares. Go doop, 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 and you don't have to like do math. So that's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yep. I
That's-
will be using it a lot more.
And what did you think of the
Grippy.
grippy back?
I liked it, but I had trouble getting it nudged just a little bit.
Right.
So,
Like when you're doing your straight cuts or
Yeah.
for the Stella?
well, for the Stella.
And that's because it's grippy, and for the Stella, you kind of had to adjust it. So it's kind of a good
So
thing and a
just be
bad thing.
aware, be
Yeah,
aware of
it
that.
was
Know that it's
to get
something
used to.
different.
Yep, something to get used to. So very, very handy. Her favorite thing. So amazing. All right. Steph, what is your favorite thing?
Well, my favorite thing is called mini Dresden plates. They're by Marty Michelle, and they are absolutely amazing. I always swore that I would never do a Dresden plate because I just didn't care.
You shouldn't swear, Steph. It's not ladylike.
Yeah, well, anyway. I always swore I did not want to do it. So, I started working on this quilt. So let's go ahead and show the quilt. That way I can explain what I'm doing. So, I planned on making this quilt, and this is supposed to be, originally, it was indicated that all these green areas were supposed to be blocks, and I made it, did not like it. It was not working for me. It was not working for this quilt. It was not meant to be. So, Eileen's like, well, applique something on. I haven't gotten to that point, but I've been making little Dresden flowers. So they're going to go in here, and I have several options, and I'll put several up there, but different sizes. I should have flannel backed them or something so I can
Actually, you use the apple stick.
I'll use the apple stick, yes,
The
and that
Quilter
would work
Select
too.
apple stick to make these stick on there, and you can position them in as many
And then
different
find
ways
out
as
how
you
to-
want.
But that's my favorite one right there. Isn't that not cute? Cute little sunflower.
How you were sticking it on there made me think of like pin the tail on a donkey.
Anyway,
It says pin
so
the flower on the quilt.
put the flower on the quilt. It's a
So-
new game.
Super
But-
cute. We actually do have some more of these gnome panels left.
Yeah, there's
It is
just a
super
few. So
cute. And what's the name of this pattern?
the pattern name is called Spotlight.
Spotlight. And it's a
And-
Villa Rosa?
No,
No, okay.
no,
not
it
a
is not a
Villa
Villa Rosa. It is under a pile. I'm not getting it out.
I thought this
But-
was Hillside for some reason. I don't know why I thought it was
No,
Hillside.
that's Cassie's.
Yeah.
thing.
So, anyways.
But
very cute.
anyway, other than my modification there, it turns out that these little guys, there are 4 pieces to this Dresden set. There is this one, and that makes a long rounder piece, which looks like the red ones on here. The red and
Those
the
are cute.
And then there's this one, which makes all the pointy pieces. So like if you want to do sunflower or anything like that.
So let's do the whole makeup tutorial.
Okay. And then there's this little squatty guy, which instead of having 16 pieces, you end up with, well actually I modified that one.
Something else.
Okay, so this one is not finished, so you can see what it looks like before finished. So anyway, there's 10 pieces that go around instead of 16, but that's one of the smaller ones. And then there's the last piece. Who's in charge of me? There's this guy, which helps you cut the centers, so you end up with circular centers, which is really nice. And I've adjusted that to get the different sizes and everything, but they're all come in handy. And I've just mixed and matched, and sometimes you end up with, pointies and rounded ones. Sometimes you have just pointies. Sometimes you do pointies with different colors. So, I mean, you can make it whatever you want. And then later on, for one of our Marty and me classes, we'll probably be getting this back out again, because this is another one that we'll be making.
That was a really cool one.
This was one that Eileen did last year for the Dresden plate class. And that turned out really cute too.
Super easy.
It just goes to show you can do any number of things. I never would have thought of making flowers out of a Dresden plate, but
There you go.
whiz bang, and there you go.
There you go. It's super
So-
easy, super cute, super fun.
It's definitely a process, but it's
And
worth
if you
doing.
notice on some of these, she's got kind of this fuzzy stuff on the back. We actually use that grippy spray to help us with gripping of the templates. So it makes it a lot easier so they don't slide on you. So
Yes.
grippy spray, amazing stuff.
Yeah.
All right, what is my favorite thing? My
Yes.
favorite thing, and
Haven't
I've
gotten there yet.
not used it yet because I haven't had time, but I really want to try this. This is called the Heat Moldable Double-Sided Fusible Plus from Bozal. I think I'm saying that right. And it's a twister tray. So there's a pattern for, like these twister template type things, and it gives you this really cool quilt kind of effect thing. Well, basically you make the quilt, and then you apply it onto this board type thing, and then you add heat, and it's heat moldable, so you can make like a tray or something. And I'm really anxious to try it because I don't know, it's cool, it's different, it's unique.
And they give you a suggestion to use it with the twister patterns.
Right. So, and honestly, you could do anything you want. You could make it just a plain old block. You can just do plain old fabric that you love or whatever. Denise is trying to get off camera. Steph's not letting her. So she's like, oh, get back on camera.
Like, no hugging here.
Anyways, if you have a fabric that you absolutely love, you don't know what to do with, maybe it's a large print, maybe this would be a great option for you, because now you have a home decor item that you could put like on your coffee table or your dining room table, put some fruit in there or whatever. And maybe we'll be doing this on a
That'll be one of our
demos or something.
demo things.
I don't know. I'll have to find out. I'm afraid I might burn myself, but that's okay. It's all for the cause. It's all for the cause, people.
It's all for the cause,
So
yeah.
that's my favorite thing tonight, the twister tray.
Which is
from
so much easier
Bozal.
than trying to say everything that you said earlier.
Basil. I don't know how you pronounce it, but they're pretty cool peeps. So that's my
Awesome.
favorite thing.
I can set that up too.
Okay, so we actually have a demo for you. Do you guys want to do this demo?
What do we do?
You can do it.
Unsewing. How many of you guys out there have a love-hate relationship with this tool, your seam ripper? Okay, so love-hate relationship. And a lot of times in the classes that I've taught, I've always told people, I'm like, get to know this guy. He's your friend. It's nothing, no big deal to unrip a seam, because I have a super fast and easy way to rip out the seams. And I actually posted some pictures on this like a couple years ago, but I thought we could just do a live version of this.
I thought you did a video on it too.
I might have. I don't remember. But I saw somebody on another video, like slowly ripping out their stitches, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you need to know how to do this faster. So here we go.
Speed ripping.
Speed ripping. Don't be afraid to undo something if you don't like what you're doing. because it's not hard to unrip. So basically what you want to do, unrip, unsew,
rip.
rip it. Okay, so you want to take out your first few stitches, and it looks like Steph, she said I could take this one apart because she doesn't like it. So I've been given permission.
It's okay.
So you're
No
going
worries.
to just kind of pick at the first few stitches, like so, like that. And then you see that red ball thing? That you want pointed down, just like that. And you see how I have it in my hand like that? You want it in your hand just like that. You are going to insert it, just like so, and you're going to have your thumb and forefinger, and you're going to feel that ball down there, okay? That didn't sound right. Anywho, stay with me. Stay with me. And you're going to just slide it carefully. And if you aren't used to this, whoops, got my seam. Don't have quite a coordinate seam on that side. So.
No, I wasn't always trying to be coordinated. Some of those I was trying to
So
do.
anyways, and you're just going to slide it along. And when you come to a seam, you're going to be just a little bit more careful. But there you go. It's undone. So let's do that again. You're going to just take out your first few stitches. You're going to insert that guy just like that in between your two layers of fabric. There. You're going to pinch with your forefinger and your thumb, and you are going to just gently slide that sucker through. And again, if you're not used to doing it this way yet, take your time because you don't want to poke yourself. And there you go. You're done. Boom, bang, boom, bada bing.
Ding.
You're done. That was clever. I didn't even plan that. So you guys, unsewing your seams is so easy and simple. Don't be afraid to do it. And now you can say, oh, I'm done. I'm going to resew. It's going to be beautimous. And you're good to go. Do you want me to do that again? Do you guys want to try it?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
I've done a lot of unsewing lately.
Fine. All right. It's so
I
fun.
have to admit, I did quite a bit today too.
Everybody should try it. It's so much fun. So that is our demo on how to unsew faster. So
So now,
do you want to show off your Stella?
Okay.
Because it's time to do the Stella.
Stella? Okay,
It's
we can do
Stella.
Stella.
It's Stella time.
'Cause I got two show-offs today.
Oh, she does. Oh my gosh, she brought in the coolest thing. So go ahead.
Stella?
Stella first.
Okay.
Stella
Stella
first.
So this is,
You can swipe over my head. It's all good.
I got 4 blocks done.
That's a really cool set of fabric.
Isn't that cool? I love this one.
It was a layered cake that was wine-themed.
sort of
it was-
appropriate?
Yeah,
This is really how easy was this?
really easy. I mean, it took me just minutes to cut, and I did 2 full layer cakes.
Oh, two full layer
so it's
cakes.
going to be
Yeah.
a much bigger quilt.
Yeah,
2 full layer cakes. How many layers did you cut at once? 12?
5.
Five layers.
Five and
Okay.
6.
Five
or
and
5
six.
and 7, I don't know.
Okay.
I started with,
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, guys. So when she brought it in, she wasn't sure if she was keen on this just plain white. Let us know in the comments what you all think. I'm digging it. I like it.
I think it makes the other pop more.
Yeah.
and that was kind of what I wanted. I wanted the fabrics to be bold.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm liking it, especially as I'm looking at it in
on camera.
yes.
just above your eyes.
As you're looking at the backside.
I do feel
What's
like
this
a
guy
bit of a
named?
giant
Wilson.
here, you know.
No, not Wilson. The cartoon. Do you guys remember?
Kilroy.
Kilroy.
But yeah, Wilson, I understand too.
Yeah, that too. Wilson.
Maybe I should stand in the middle.
2 short girls.
So, two short girls.
I'm like a head above you
This
guys
is getting you
almost.
back for when Lynn was on. It was 2 tall girls
Yeah.
and a short girl.
There you go.
Not getting you back.
I don't normally
It's
get
not.
counted as a tall girl, but
So, anyways,
you hope.
that is her Stella. You guys saw my Stella.
But we can show them again.
We'll show it again. And this is using, I forget which fabric line it is, but.
Oh, here, let's do it separate.
Ah, I don't know what's happening.
Okay, number 3.
Well, then we can see more.
See? Isn't that cool? You guys, again, super
That just turned
easy.
out very cool.
It's super easy. And no joke. I cannot believe how easy this is. And I actually
And
want to
it
go
looks-
make more.
We had some ladies in the shop earlier today. They were said, "We're looking for an easy quilt. We're looking for an easy quilt because they're doing a lot of charity quilts." And I said, "Well, have you looked at this one?" And I showed them the Stella, and they're like, "Oh, that looks so hard. How can you do that?" And I pulled out the pattern, and I said, "This is how." And it tells you, use this grid. use this fabric. Cut here, line up here, line up here. And it's not difficult. And they're like, oh, wow, we could do
So
something
easy.
nice. We wouldn't have to be doing, because right now they're doing just a whole bunch of squares.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is a fun, different kind of thing. And they're like, oh, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's
So-
really, really cool, really easy, really fun. Anybody can do it. A beginner can do it. I promise you. So, do you want to show them? Let's show them your other quilt. This
Okay.
is the other quilt that she brought in that she's working on. So, if you guys know, we love our Tim Holtz here. This is from the Tim Holtz Halloween, and she supplemented some of the, because she got one of our bundles, and she supplemented it with some other Tim Holtz fabric.
So
And
this is
what-
all
what-
Tim Holtz.
This is Slice and Dice.
Slice and Dice from Villa Rosa.
Isn't this gorgeous, you guys? I just can't get
That
over it. Is
It
this,
really isn't anyway.
is this my birthday present? I'm kidding.
You are in October.
I was just going to
October
say
baby.
October 8th if you guys are bored.
No.
Hey, if she can have my birthday party on the line, we can warn people about yours.
So,
So,
anyways, so that is the amazing Tim Holtz Slice and Dice Villa Rosa.
Yep.
Villa Rosa designs. So, see how awesome those little pattern things can turn out? So,
And that one was quick and easy too.
Not
that
all
one
of them
in
have to look like the pattern that's on the Villa Rosa pattern.
yeah, sometimes those are questionable. Patterns are amazing. Fabric choices, sometimes not so much. But we
Yes.
won't go there.
Okay,
So, now what are we going to do, guys?
now I believe you're drinking.
I did promise a drink.
You did.
I do need helpers, though.
That's why I'm here.
Okay.
why we're here.
So, we're going to have a shaker. We need, what do we need? She's getting her recipe out. It's going to be in the back.
It's like the second back one.
There we go. Okay, so we're doing the Tropical Sunrise, and it's going to call for 2 ounces of rum, and it's going to call for some orange wedges, which Denise lovingly peeled, and then it calls for 3 ounces of passion fruit, but I cannot find passion fruit, so we're going to substitute guava nectar. So hopefully that won't be too
Too far
terrible.
off.
And then some grenadine. So, Steph, you are the pharmacist.
I get to pour.
You're going to measure. Oh, Tori, can you grab the ice out of the freezer, please? The smaller bag.
I would need
So,
2 ounces,
I think
right?
we need to put ice in for. So, wait, we need to read the directions, the recipe.
open bottle.
Muddle the orange wedges and rum in a shaker. Orange wedges, and I'm
You
gonna
said
do
2
3.
ounces, correct?
Yeah, it calls for 2 ounces of rum.
Shaky hand. There you go.
How's the meniscus on that?
That's a little high.
Do you
All
want
right.
to angle it down at all?
Sure.
Just so we can barely
We're
see
going to
it.
angle it down so that y'all can see what we're doing. Okay, perfect. So then we're going to muddle it. So muddling it requires a muddler. We don't have one, so we're going to do...
Garlic pressing it.
This is a meat
cleaver.
cleaver. Is this what you use for your garlic?
I beat the garlic with it.
Oh, so a meat cleaver can be used as a garlic cleaver too.
Just in case.
But don't tell Beaver cleaver, because that might be an issue. Okay, so I think this is muddled. I think.
Officially.
I don't know. I've never done this before. I am no bartender. Okay, so now we're gonna add the ice. Excuse the hands. I did wash them after I used them. How much ice must this put in? Doesn't say.
Leave room to shake.
Oh, gotcha. Leave room to shake. Okay, and then add ice and juice. So now we need the juice.
You need 3 ounces.
We need 3 ounces of passion fruit juice, or in this case,
Guava
guava
fruit
juice.
juice. Sorry, I'm pouring off camera because that's where the split is.
And like a good pharmacist, she's making sure that the meniscus, if you all know what that is, it's that kind of slight kind of bubble as you're looking in your, and you have to actually get a look at it like this to see if you are measuring it correctly.
I'll get you close.
Close enough. Okay, we're adding our 3 ounces
A little
of
more
juice.
accurate with the medication.
Yes. All right, now what?
And a squirt of the grenadine
A
to the bottom
squirt?
of the glass.
Oh,
Oh, okay, so-
that's after we do
Yep,
it?
yep.
Okay, so
So-
we
Oh,
gotta
that's in the
shake
bottom
it.
of the glass, so then
Yep.
you can just put those in there.
Okay, you're a grenadine girl. Give us a squirt. Okay, I gotta shake it.
She's a shaker. Give her space. I noticed
Is it
you tipped
leaking?
it towards me. No. It's like, here, towards Steph.
And Tori's right there with the paper towels.
That's my candy, so we'll just.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. A shot of grenadine. Oh gosh, this is cold.
That would be the ice.
Yeah, but it gets real cold.
Okay. So,
All right, so
is
now-
that not pretty? Look at that. I just. Oh.
All right, so here we go. Pour it over this so we don't get it on anything that we can't wash. We might have to do a there. Little here.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
That's a pretty color. Question is, do they get lighter as you go?
It's all good.
I was gonna say, do you need me to? Oh, you got smoke from that.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tropical sunrise. Smells good. Look how pretty that is.
Ooh,
Oh, if Steph likes it, it's a winner, guys.
that is really good. That says something, guys.
Ooh.
Did you get the intense stuff at the end?
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
That's
This
really
is amazing.
good.
So it calls for just plain old rum, but I went with the Malibu, which is coconutty rum, and yeah.
That made it more tropical.
Oh, Mom, you need to step back, apparently. So,
Oh.
you're so it tastes very tropically because I totally taste that coconut
Yeah.
flavor in there, and then the guava juice.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a good substitution.
Yep.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be making more after the show.
Walking
is
home
really
tonight.
So you guys, I
That's what
hope,
you got Tori for, right?
hope we haven't
Where's
been.
Dwayne? He was going to show up for this part.
We haven't. Oh, my cousin Ken says beer. Where's the beer? Sorry.
Who
Not
needs
tonight.
beer? We've
That's
got
his favorite
this.
part of the fair.
Oh, that's the favorite part of the fair.
Oh.
I gotcha. Okay. Yep. I agree. So,
Now, is that strictly the bud tent, or are you going to do the Iowa craft beers?
Oh, here. You just tilt it back, and then that way she doesn't have to go
Oh, no,
backwards.
it's gonna get bad.
Oh, we'll get there.
We'll get him more later.
Because
okay.
the state fair has a really huge Iowa craft beer tent
Ooh.
as well.
Well, he lives in Wisconsin.
Oh, well,
So-
then you can't see the...
Maybe next year we can plan on going as a family. What do you
That
think?
explains so much with the whole beer comment coming from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You would like the Iowa Fair.
My peeps.
The Iowa State Fair.
Okay,
Okay.
guys. So now we're going to do another taste testing.
This is thank you to Tori for covering for me.
It
Because-
smells amazing.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know.
does.
I have no idea what we're eating, but it smells amazing.
It's
There's
from the Country Register, and where is the outside? Anyways,
it's
it's
the outside over here.
from the. It gives Steph a drink, and she's all over the place.
There's all over the
I
place
didn't.
before.
I was planning on using this part, so you
Well,
know.
I always like to show the cover.
I know it's still the country register,
Pretty.
the same as last week.
But it's pretty.
Okay, it's a pretty country register
Has an old
with
truck.
an old truck on it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you guys,
So
for the
there's
Country
that.
Register, Miss Tori made the sweet cornbread.
Now,
Sweet cornbread.
just because I was emptying things out around the house, we also had a kit. Or,
Like a
The
Krusteaz
box.
or something?
The
well,
box.
we had a Famous Dave's. So Tori made both.
Is that the Famous Dave's?
Yeah.
So the square ones are Famous Dave's, and the triangle ones are,
Beautiful. I can totally
That
tell
is-
the difference.
yeah, I mean, those are huge looking. I mean,
They're much like
taller.
taller, more yellow. They just look more delicious, in my opinion, than those. But these might be amazing too.
Who knows?
Okay, which ones do you guys want to try first?
I don't know. What
Country
do you think?
Register or Famous Dave's?
Famous Dave's.
Famous Dave's.
Let's go with Famous Dave's, and then we can have
Okay.
the Country Register last.
And a paper towel. Tori, paper towel's right there. We're going
Same
to
way.
Thank you.
pass out our towels. There you go.
Thank you.
I'll have it.
Okay.
All right,
And
guys.
we all know that cornbread is crumbly, so just be
So we're
aware.
going to eat over our plates.
Now Dwayne shows up.
It's not bad.
Okay.
So, not very tender. It's kind of dense.
Could be with a stew or your beans and ham.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
mean, it's so
crumple it
good.
up.
There's,
Yeah.
It's just,
It's not bad.
probably a good thing that we're having bread though to go with our drinks.
Okay, guys,
So,
let's dig into this bad boy.
okay.
You want another one of that?
Sure.
Mmm. That looks
Oh.
delicious already.
Yeah. Ah, I'll know what
Perfect.
Now
my
you
right
get your
is.
bite.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So this is the Country Register sweet cornbread. Yep, sweet cornbread.
You're
How's that
sweeter.
one? Is it good?
It's
No, it's got
definitely
more flavor.
sweeter.
All right.
Mhm.
Tori, what did you do? Come here.
What did I do?
Here, here.
Come around
Give
this
me-
side. Since Tori's the one that baked this. Mmm.
Here, I'll hold your stuff. It's okay.
Why am I over here?
Because
Tell 'em what you
you
did
gotta tell
different.
everybody how you made them.
What was different about this one than this one?
I followed the recipe. I don't know. Well, the Famous Dave's one only had. Here we go. Chop that. The Famous Dave's one only had egg, milk, and water.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one also had salt and sugar and cornmeal. Because, I mean, the other one already had the powder made. So, I mean,
And this has a, so did the other one have milk in it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the same. It had egg,
the
vegetable
other one had
oil.
egg too.
So you're adding sugar to it, which is going to give you that sweetness. This is much better. And I'm assuming maybe the mix had some baking powder into it.
It
Maybe.
may.
Yeah, I don't know what was in the powder
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it had the cornmeal already in it, probably some flour.
But this added a lot more of the baking powder than I thought it would.
Yeah. So what, I mean, personally me, if I was having like family over for dinner for stew or chili or something, I would go with these guys from the Country Register.
Mm-hmm.
Much better tasting. It's a lot more like aesthetically pleasing looking. So can you imagine all of these beauties out on your table? It's just gorgeous.
Well, and it's got some nice height to it too.
Yeah, very, very nice. And there she is. She's running off.
Well, and it's made from scratch, so it doesn't have any strange preservatives or additives in it.
And you
Right,
could
like
switch
a box
out
mix.
exactly, and you could switch out your sugar for like diabetic friendly sugars or honey or something along those lines. And if you're getting even a little bit more brave, why don't you toast, or not toast, but what do you call it when you barbecue corn?
Roast it.
Roast the corn. I don't know what you call it, and then you can add roasted sweet corn in there too.
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is, Tori made this in a cake pan,
Which it specifically says to do.
so it's got some. That's where all the height comes from because it's all. It just. It turned out very well.
Mm-hmm.
Like Eileen said, it is something that you can make a diabetic friendly if you want. That's okay. That's
And-
good to see.
It's just more aesthetically pleasing looking.
Yeah. The other one tastes fine, and if you're in a crisis and you need to do something really quick and you don't have these things. But honestly, Tori said, which recipe am I doing? I want something I don't have to go anywhere for. I had everything at the house.
But
It
can
was
I just say
good.
that you usually have everything that you would need to bake something at the house, where I
Well-
would not. I'd be like, oh, cornmeal. Who has cornmeal? Will oatmeal work? No. So,
Okay.
in fairness,
In fairness, that is true. But I'm telling you, the next two recipes, we do not
Ooh.
have everything in the house. We're gonna have to go
you know what
shopping.
might be kind of good? Chocolate chips in it.
Chocolate chip and cornbread?
No? Okay, never mind.
Oh, not really, but okay.
Chocolate
So,
chips in
The
anything.
roasted corn, okay. but-
Roasted corn.
Or
There's
jalapenos.
a limit.
We get a thumbs up from Dad for the Country Register one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The jalapenos, roasted jalapenos on a stick would be amazing. I can't talk tonight, guys. It's after
Cornbread is one of
tropical
Dwayne's
sunrise.
favorite foods. It is also one of Tori's favorite foods.
Yep. So,
Mostly because she can.
well done, Tori. This is delicious. And
Yes. Thank you so
again,
much
like
for
Denise
covering for me.
said, the fact that you know all your ingredients in there, you can get them organic or whatever if you're, have to be cautious of that. So that makes it really, really cool. So, anyways, that is all we have for tonight. We've been feeding
Okay.
our faces most of the time, having technical difficulties. We're glad you guys stayed on with us.
Yeah, we ended up going full time because of all of our crises.
Yeah.
So
So thanks for hanging out with the best quilt shop owners in Story City.
we'll see you next week. Same so time, same so place.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.